Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm very happy to meet everyone virtually, and I will briefly talk about feeding the beef herd today. So feed is the greatest variable cost of maintaining the beef herd. Meeting the nutritional needs of beef cow is the priority one in maintaining an efficient cow herd. By doing that, we can maximize fertility and optimize reproductive success. In addition, we can also improve weaning percentage and weights of calves at weaning. So why adequate nutrition is important? Researchers have shown a relationship between energy deficiency and calf survival. So in this study, cows were bred through AI, and so that they know the expected calving date. Then during the last trimester of the gestation, all cows were placed on an energy deficient ration. So in the last 30 days of gestation, cows were either left on the energy deficient ration or were switched to a high energy diet. And the researchers found some very interesting results. So they saw that when cows are fed an energy deficient diet, there is a 10% of death rate. Sorry, I should rephrase that. Okay. So when cows are fed an energy deficient diet, 10% of their calves were dead upon birth. And within another 2 weeks, another 10% of calves died. And by the age of weaning, about 30% of calves died, while the cows switch back to the high energy diet have a 100% survival rate at weaning. So underfeeding energy will have a marked negative effect on cow herd performance. Specifically, the cow herd can have reduced calf survival rate, increased sickness rate, or morbidity. In addition, the decreased growth rate and weaning weight in calf are also common, and the cows will have difficulty rebreeding. So cows should be fed to maintain an ideal body condition. And body condition scores are used to judge the adequacy of feeding program. So body condition scores are numbers from 1 to 9 used to evaluate the body energy reserves of the cows. So when animals are very thin, the body condition score is 1. When animals are obese, then the body condition score would be 9. So ideally, we want to target body condition score from 5 to 7. So that's a moderate and fleshy body condition score. However, we should keep in mind that similar weight does not indicate similar body condition, because animals with larger frame, although they can weigh the same amount of pound, they could have lower body condition score. So the optimum condition is from 5 to 7, and cows with body condition score 4 or below will take longer to rebreed, and we will try to avoid that. In addition, the pre-calving body condition score is very important as well because it impacts the reproductive efficiency tremendously. So we want to target body condition score at 5 or 6 at calving. And when the body condition score is below 5 at calving, the cows will have low pregnancy rate in the coming breeding season. Because normally after calving, the cows will lose some body condition score due to the lactation stage. So when we develop a nutrition program, the first step is to always find the nutrient requirements. The book for the nutrient requirements of beef cattle is called the NRC National Research Council Nutrient Requirements of Beef Cattle. And this is where we will find all the numbers for the different lactation stage, pregnancy stage, to find that specific nutrient requirements for your animals. In addition, we should also take into consideration the stress periods because those can cause nutrient deficiencies. And for those kind of situations, we may need to increase the nutrient supply to make sure that the animals meet their demands. And there is another thing very important is to test the forage. Because after we test the forage, we would know if the quality is good or bad and if we need to supplement additional feed. And it's very important to make the most use of forage supplies to control for the cost. So here I have some data showing the nutrient requirements of cows at different production stage. You will see that the mature and heavy milking cows has the highest total digestible nutrients needs and protein needs. So for the 2-year-old and mature animal at average milking level, the energy and protein level requirement is lower. And for dry cows at their 3rd trimester, so that the requirement is still a little higher than the dry cow at their 2nd trimester. Production stage is a major factor affecting the nutrient requirements. For example, pregnant cows in the last trimesters, early lactating cows, so the 1st and 2nd calf heifers who are still growing, and the growing heifers also need more energy and protein. While animals are mature, not producing milk, in the middle of their gestation will require the lowest energy. In addition to the production stage, environmental stressors can significantly affect the nutrient requirements. So in Kentucky, cold stress increases the energy requirements. So we want to feed more, maybe supplement energy or protein source in the winter to help the animals meet their energy and protein demands. So in the summer, when the weather is very hot and humid, we also should provide shade and cool water to prevent heat stress. So testing your forage is very important for good nutrition plan and winter herd health. Because if we don't test the forage, we don't know the nutrient levels, if they're adequate or if we need to supplement more energy and protein feeds. So a basic hay analysis cost is about $10 to $20. You can consult with your county agent and ask for their help. So the loss of one cow or an abortion would pay for a lot of hay testing. Okay, so here I'm showing why we should do hay testing. So here are some results of KSU forage quality testing. And you can see that from 2005 to 2015, the crude protein level varied quite a bit in the fescue hay we tested. So sometimes the protein level is as low as 5.6, but in 2010, one of the sample was high, and it had 13.4% of protein. While in the same year, another batch of sample only had 7.9% of crude protein. So the same thing with the total digestible nutrients, and you can see that the forage quality would vary across the years, and even within the same year, different batches of forage could have different quality. So only by testing forage, we would know that if we are feeding the animals the right amount of nutrients they need. So when we buy additional silage or hay, we should ask for nutritional analysis and check nitrate levels. And energy, the TDN and protein are the most common considerations when assessing a nutrition program. We should always take consideration if the energy and protein are enough to meet the demands of the animals. And the greatest out-of-pocket expense is the protein supplementation. So protein is quite expensive to purchase. So we should always test before you add a protein supplement to make sure that what we are purchasing is not high in non-protein nitrogen like urea. So when protein supplementation is needed, we can purchase the commercial protein supplements, soybean meal, dry distiller's grain, or corn gluten feed. These are high in proteins. And another thing to keep in mind is that we should always evaluate the potential supplements based on the price per pound of protein and energy. Because we're buying the supplements just because we don't have enough protein and energy. So if you calculate the price based on the unit of protein and energy, then you are making the most use of your money. So when energy supplementation is needed, we recommend products high in digestible fiber, because if you supplement products high in starch, then that will interfere with the forage digestibility by the animals. But if you supplement products high in digestible fiber, then that shouldn't be an issue. So soybean hulls, wheat middlings, corn gluten feed are the common energy supplementation. And again, always evaluate the potential supplements based on the price per unit of protein and energy, so that you keep your cost down. And mineral and vitamin supplementation are also crucial. So a good mineral supplement should be available to cows at all times. And vitamins, because rumen microbes produce vitamin B and vitamin C and vitamin K, and vitamin D is readily available because animals can synthesize the vitamin D when they're exposed to the sunshine. And vitamin E can be consumed from the feed. So vitamin A is the only mineral that needs supplementation. And it can be added to the mineral mix or through injection. So I have some additional resources, like Nutrient Requirements of Beef Cattle. That's a very important book to know, to find the numbers for your animal's nutrient needs. So if you can contact me if you need to find specific numbers for your group of animals, because I have access to the book. Then the UK Beef Cow Forage Supplement Tool is a very good online, very simple program for mature beef cows at various production stages. So if you want to supplement your mature beef cows, and you can use that tool. So here is how the UK beef cow forage supplement tool looks like. So what you need to do is here, you input your forage analysis, some simple data here. Then you select the stage of production of your mature cows. Then the program will give you the recommended supplement and recommended amount of the supplement. So this will give you some clue if you need to supplement your mature beef cows. So another program is by the Oklahoma State University. So they have this very sophisticated Excel sheet program. So this one you can select your animal type with the lactation stage, if they're growing and how old are they. You can also input their mature weight, and you can input the initial body condition score and desired body condition score. And then you can also input some analysis of your forage. They also have some built-in feed and forage. But if you have done some forage analysis, you can change the numbers and make it fit better with your numbers. Then you can select the different feed and forage and put them into the Excel sheet. Then you can input a feed intake. Then the program will give you the projected average daily gain and desired average daily gain and some other numbers. The program will also show the nutrient concentration of the diet. So this is very good if you want to be more sophisticated with your nutrition program for the beef cattle. So that's all about the presentation. And if you have any questions or if you need to request any of the additional resources I mentioned, feel free to contact our local extension office or send me an email directly, and I would be very happy to assist. Thank you.